Now here we have one of the big three. Very nasty bit of business. And he was certainly a very worthy opponent. Hey everybody, I'm here with your blood-spattered bride, Salad, once again playing a thing called Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. Last time I got smacked around quite a bit by Artorias, but eventually pulled out the victory, and now we are pressing onward into Abysmal Township. Now, for slaying a bunch of bloatheads last time, I did get a free humanity, so I think I am going to spend that because I forgot completely about the fact that there is an NPC summon not too far into Abysmal Township. And we're going to want to see that, of course. So I am going to go ahead and revive myself and hopefully not get invaded immediately. Yeah, let's just get moving so we can get there before the ganking begins. No time for you, sir. Oh, let's just take on the crowd. This turned out to not be the best idea I've ever had. There we go. Alrighty, onward. Oof. Yeah, being in a hurry is not a good reason to be careless, it seems. I'm already going through my Estus at a rate rather quicker than I would like to. Once again, I'd rather deal with the mage individually, so we'll get rid of the citizen first. If I'm not mistaken, it seems like the R2 swing causes my bleed buildup to fill a lot quicker than the R1 swing. That's something I'll have to be careful about. Not overuse the horizontal swing too much. Give me your Titanite. I think not too much farther down is where the NPC invasion should happen. Ah, yes, there he is. It's Chet. And he has a completely unique moveset, which is kind of interesting. He can fire his crossbow, it has a sweep kick, and from a distance he'll sometimes throw a spread of roses at you, which can inflict bleed buildup. I think the leg sweep might be his only melee move, actually. Just trying to get him to throw his... Oh! And he threw his roses. Yeah, perhaps baiting a bleed attack when I already had a bunch of bleed build-up from my scythe was not the best idea I've ever had, but hey, I guess at least you got to see it. But I still want to take down Chester, so I'm going to give that another try. And be a little more careful along the way. Whoops. I forgot I had equipped my catalyst, not my bow. Oh well. And that bleed hurts quite a bit. I'm starting to think this whole life hunt site business may not be entirely worth it, but we'll keep using it a little bit longer. And we definitely want to make it to my soul pile alive, so I will be careful here. 30,000 wouldn't be the end of the world. I've lost as much before, but if we don't need to lose it, it would certainly be better not to. Oh, and it is possible for the Bloathead mages to drop their crazy swirly catalyst, but it doesn't seem to happen very often. I think it's a pretty rare drop. Alright, Chet, I know you're gonna pop out pretty soon once I start this way. Unless you're a one-time... Nope, you're not a one-time. Damn it! Went and bled myself out again. Alright, while you try and sweep the leg, LaRusso, I'm gonna get my... Oh, damn it, that does a lot of bleed buildup. One moment, please. No, you may... Ow! God damn it, Chester. Had about enough of you. Yeah, I think I'm about done with the life hunt scythe. Things just go wrong a little too readily with it, for my taste. I'm using up my humanity a little faster than I would quite like to, so let's try and make this the last one, shall we? Still a solid 2-shot, more than good enough for my taste. Hi guys. And I can R2 you all day if I want to now. Because I will not bleed out when I try. That's it, just get yourselves both in range, and we'll do it the fun way. Ought to have plenty of large Titanite once I'm done here. Hi guys. Almost back-rolled myself off the cliff there. That wouldn't have been a good thing in any way. Almost back to the soul pile. That's a good start. And I've picked up another humanity, which is also a good start. I really have to watch out for that running upward slashy thing. That tends to catch me a lot, I've noticed. You dropped a thing, didn't you? You sure did. Alright, time to trigger the Chester invasion. And this time we'll do it properly. I swear. That's a good start. That's how it's done. No fuss. Oh, and he's not even going to drop a humanity pile or anything for me? Well, that sucks. Chester, you're just a disappointment on every level. Don't want to fall now that I've finally warded off my invader. Hopefully I will not soon be bringing forward another invader. Oh, one other thing I should mention. That sidetrack that I did earlier, where I found the pendant and whatnot, there is one way I failed to go there where you can get the I'm sorry wood carving, which is, you know, similar to the carving that I got earlier. It just says I'm sorry. I'm not going to go back for it right now. Just wanted to let you know that that's where it is. A little too slow on my roll there. Not that time. Yeah, I don't really want to go fooling around that sidetrack again right now, so I'm just going to keep pressing on forward. Yeah, I do like the attack power and the massive enemy bleed that are inflicted by the Life Hunt Scythe, but I gotta say, now that I'm no longer using it, I'm really much happier to not have to watch my bleed bar all the time and avoid accidentally killing myself more often than not. That really is a pretty major downside, I have to admit. Ah, I see you hiding back there, mage. You are threat number 1, so... oh, shit. This is not good. Okay, really glad that, that drink came out in time, because that very nearly went completely to shit. Oh, hi. I didn't know you could hit me from that angle. Okay, nothing fun over here, although that is a really suspicious archway. I'm going to try my light spell here once I've cleared out the enemies. Let's get rid of some bloodheads first. That attack is like the bane of my existence. Let's see if... yeah, let's get the melee guys out here. See if they'll come and play before I have to worry about the mage. And indeed they will. And I've got to get my health up in a hurry. Okay. Situation improving. I've used up a shitload of Estus, which is suboptimal, but I got a bloated head. And that makes me a happy bunny. Enough out of you, sir. And the Dark Fog spell. Well, I hear screaming and laughter, so we're not completely out of the woods, it would appear. But what the hell, I'm going to take a moment to look at that spell. If something ambushes me, something ambushes me. So, Dark Fog. Another Abyss sorcery discovered by an Ulyssil sorcerer on the brink of madness. Although Dark Fog is, in theory, relatively close to humanity, it also happens to be a terrible poison for humans. Perhaps it reflects man's cruelty against his own. So, big old poisonous cloud, fairly similar to the Poison Fog spell. Alright. Got a couple of places around here where there could be nifties, and I know somewhere in this region there is a light door that isn't marked by a developer message, so I'm just going to put a light spell on. Oops, wrong button. And if it's around here, I'll trigger it. Just keep checking out the walls. Nothing yet. That's where I came from, I think. That's my next destination. And... okay, it doesn't appear this is quite where the light door is yet. Might be in another area that looks a little bit like this one. I think I'm getting close to it. Whoop! Mind the gap there, Salad. Maybe it's in this area. Oh, hey, I think this is where that shortcut is, back toward the bonfire area. Yeah, good. Well, if nothing else, we've at least activated that. Not gonna make a bonfire stop right now. Because we've got enough to continue with, we can carry on. Oh, I think I recognize this. This is pretty close to the end. Yeah, let's go this way. Something over there. Let's see if I can get to it. So yeah, I think I have missed the light door because I'm fairly certain this is close to the end of Alicia Township. So I really think I'm missing something here. This looks important. Maybe. Well, just a soul of a hero, but that is a hefty soul consumable nonetheless, so worth having. Sorry for the delay, folks. I want to make sure I don't miss this, because this is where I get the light door that I'm currently looking for. It is what I need in order to get the key that will let me meet that new friend I mentioned earlier. Now, this staircase apparently is not the one that I initially came down, so maybe this is the way I need to be going. Pardon me, folks. Like I've said, the interior of Alicia Township is a place that tends to lead to a lot of lost on. You're the one that's been laughing the whole time? Because let me tell you, you've been really kind of shaking my nerve. Ah! There it is. Let's see what's over here first. A whole lot of nothing. And in we go. Okay, nothing around here that's gonna mess with me. It's a nice duration on the light spell. I'm impressed to see it still going. Anyway, I believe this chest is bogus. So let's light it up. Oh. Well, that's me fooled. Oh yeah, and I can see the chain now. It is curly. Oh well. Red Titanite chunk? That's weird. I thought this was where the key was. Clearly, I am still missing something. Do I need to fall down here, possibly? I am just not sure. Maybe I need to work my way over here. Damn it, game, I don't know what you want from me. Aha! This could be significant. Or not. Ah, I see someone alive down there. Do I need to make a jump? I think maybe I need to make a jump. Ah, this is the mimic I remembered. Oh! Oh shit! Mash, 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 mash. Hallelujah. Quite enough out of you, sir. I believe you have my key. You do have my key. Man, we have a lot of keys. There it is. The grooves of the crest are enchanted, the door sealed with a powerful spell. Oh, and we also, I forgot, have a bloated head. The head of an Ulasil resident whose humanity went wild after being devoured by the Dark of Manus, father of the Abyss. The bloated head is fissured, the cracks lined with innumerable tiny red eyeballs. With a hard outside and mucus-filled inside, no sane person could ever wear it. So let's put it on. You know, Salad, I gotta say, not a great look for you. Yeah, let's just take that off. Oh, hi. You know, it's a damn good thing that we're coming up fairly soon on the end of Ulasil Township, the way I'm going through this Estus. I think it should be okay to go this way. Don't want to fall too far. Oh god. Well, that was embarrassing. Just a moment, friends. Alright. Thankfully, with the shortcut, that is not as bad as it could have been. However, it occurs to me I have not found my soul pile yet, and I definitely want to take care of that, because that was quite a mess of souls I had there. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that telltale green glow, and let me know if you see anything, okay, viewers? Oof. Oh, God. Not good. Not good! Really kind of forgot about the mage in there, and I paid for it. Oh, hi, you're up there. Well, you know what? Seeing as I don't need to open up any more light doors at the moment, I think I'm gonna put my my bow back on so I can shoot him down from there. Oh, and I see my soul pile, too. Ah, he came to me. Very kind of him. No dodging. Well, there's that dark fog. That's pretty much the same thing it does when you use it. Yeah, wow, this lower part of Alicia Township is certainly keeping me well stocked with close calls. Now, at some point I caught a glimpse of my soul pile, and now I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was up there somewhere. Now, sorry for the delay, folks. Just bear with me while I find out what happened to all of my precious currency. I think I had a humanity in that stack, too. And we definitely want that back. Don't. Oh! Well, I guess the good news is I don't have to worry about that big soul pile anymore. Alright, to be perfectly honest with you folks, I'm feeling just about sick of Alicia Township at this point, and I think I'm just going to press on toward the exit. Lots of enemies here, including several mages, so we will want to... Holy Christ on a cracker! Okay, this is where we start being careful because there are mages ahead. And there are bloatheads here. Fortunately, they will aggro fairly early, it seems. Wish I had known that before. Oh well, you live, you learn. You live, you die, you learn. Anyone else looking to start some shenanigans around here? At least we have some things to use for covers from the pair of mages that are making their presence known hereabouts. Okay, one down. And two down. That didn't go too badly. Up ahead, however, we're going to have to contend with a little mid-boss. Any goodies over here? Yes, in fact. And after the huge pile of souls I just lost on my corpses, I can use consumable soul items. Anyways, I was saying, we have a mini-boss coming up, the Chained Prisoner. He's wrapped in chains, so, well, I might as well demonstrate. He's wrapped in chains, so any hit you deal him will kind of bounce off of his chain-wrapped body. I mean, it'll do damage, but it'll rebound, and that can leave you vulnerable. Like that. And as you can see, he's got an iron... no, that looks more like a rock chained to him. And some sort of big old boulder with a spike through it strapped to his back. All such things are dangerous, and in general, all of this guy's attacks just hit like a ton of bricks. So he's not to be trifled with, but there is only one of him. And magic is quite effective, because that certainly can't bounce off his chains. Does decent damage to him as well. Got quite a decent amount of hit points, this fella. So I may have to do a little melee fighting after my... Ugh. Just had to get fancy, didn't I? And this is turning out to be a particularly embarrassing session. Let's make sure I get this soul pile first of all. And hopefully we'll fare a little better against the chained prisoner this time, and maybe even not get one-shotted. Wouldn't that be a nice change of pace? I don't really want to fight him near the wall, so I would like him to come on over and join me. Ugh! I bet that would have hurt a lot. And I am out of great combustion, so it's time to take this melee style, which is dangerous. But sometimes you just gotta. Yeah, I know that would have hurt, because look what that did to my stamina. Were I not a Great Shield fan, I think that probably would have been a guard breaker. Yeah, I trust you're starting to see how the knockback on his chains can get you in trouble. And I believe he is in fact backstab-proof. It might actually be somewhat wise of me to stay back at this point and try ranged combat. Just take him with arrows, but it doesn't really matter because he's dead. And for a unique and somewhat challenging mini-boss, I have to say 1,000 souls is a pretty shitty reward. Oh well. Not real impressed with the leather gauntlets either. This is the way I came? Yes, this is the way I came. Well, we'll have one more glug. And proceed onward. Actually, are there any goods in any of these little alcoves here? I don't think there are, but... Nope, looking like a bunch of nothing. Right. Well, let's carry on for the moment. Ho-ho! Bringing a bloodhead up on the elevator. Very sneaky. And this, my friends, brings us to the entrance to the abyss itself. But we're not gonna head in just yet. First, let's do our standard to humanity routine. Spark up our bonfire. And now we can head on back to the Ulysseal Township bonfire and take a little break and meet that new friend now that we have the crest key. The hell is this? I have no idea what to make of that. Well, let's just forget about it and head on up this way. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Now, what the hell am I doing? There's the path I wanted right here. And the door that was closed to us will be closed to us no more. Oh, looks like we've got another giant buddy. Hey there.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorius. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Oh, so you knew Artorius, did you? Well, I'm glad you're not too upset about the whole me putting him down thing.
If thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
Oh yeah, we did see a black dragon on the bridge back in the Royal Wood. Scared the hell out of me.
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Huh. Well, that's all very interesting. What have you got for sale? Dung pies. Well, that's different. And we get a couple more of the, whatchamacallits, the wooden carvings, and they're very cheap, which is nice. Looks like he's got some Titanite for sale. We certainly aren't going to need any large Titanite anytime soon. Good Lord, we got 18 of them. And Goff's Great Arrow. Great Arrow used by Hawkeye Goff, one of Lord Gwyn's 4 knights, for dragon slaying. Requires great bow. Goff personally crafts each stone tip, and wraps the shaft tightly with tree bark. Well, if you hadn't figured it out already by the fact that he sells Goff's Great Arrow, as well as Goff's stone carvings, this is in fact Hawkeye Goff, who apparently was a giant. Who knew? So now we have met and in 2 cases defeated all of the 4 knights. Well, now that I've done a little shopping, are you any chattier?
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog? But I'm not.
Looks like he doesn't.
Farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
Thank you, I'll do that. Wow, he's certainly been busy with his carvings. And speaking of carvings, let's just take a look at the ones we just picked up. Here's thank you. Have another look. Is this not a face of gratitude?
Thank you.
And very good. Does it not appear quite jovial?
Very good.
Wow, what have we got over here? That's one hell of a bow. I guess it becomes pretty understandable that he took down a bunch of dragons with this thing. I know he's got more to say. Maybe I just haven't triggered the right flags yet.
Well, thou comest again. Oh, what a strange one.
Well, okay. I'll just have to come back later, I suppose. We can access him easily enough now.
Farewell, human. Lead thy...
Whee! Alright, and now we shall head back to the bonfire at the entrance to the Abyss and venture within. And why it is, by the way, that we can just wander freely into the Abyss without being swallowed up by it, the way we would if we went after the 4 kings, I really don't know. I guess the Abyss just works differently in this part of the world. Anyway, I believe if I were to go to the right here, that would be the way to the end. But there are a few things we want to do before we completely wrap up with the Abyss. A few treasures to be had. Oh, crystal lizard. Damn it. Looks like I'm going to have to do the reload dance. Just a moment, folks. Twinkling in shards. I'm really not that excited about this stuff. What I'd really like is chunks. But I guess I'll just have to take what I can get. It would appear the Abyss geometry is having some undesirable effects on my frame rate, but nothing that can be done about that. And there are more bloatheads down here, as well as bloathead mages, so one does want to exercise a certain amount of care. Ooh. Because things like that can happen. And aside from the Artorias stuff, which was mostly edited out, I really think this has to be setting a death record for this LP so far. At this point, though, I really don't need the light spell anymore, and there will be a boss fight after all this, so I should probably take my boss-killing magic loadout with me. Even if I don't need it right away, I will eventually. And I can equip the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring if I need it any old time. I don't know if invasions can actually happen in the Chasm of the Abyss. I've never had it happen to me. But I'm no longer in human form, so what's the difference anyway? They're shooting from all over the place here, and I don't like that. No, I don't like that one bit. Alright, let's try and explore with a little more caution here, and hopefully not get shot to shit by mages that I can't even see. Alright, I'm guessing that is a no-win plunge to my death there, so let's try this direction. And here we have a new enemy type, the Humanity Phantom. As you can see, they look very much like our Humanity items. They don't really have attacks per se, they just kind of run into you and suck your life out. The good news is, being made up of humanity themselves, they are very good about dropping the stuff. Although to some degree it's a matter of taste, this is my personal favorite spot in the game for farming humanity. And sometimes they even drop the twin kind. You do have to exercise a bit of care, because as you can see, contact with them does immediate damage. Oh! Yeah, I forgot there's kind of a mage up there. Looks like another phantom has decided to follow me up, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of him real quick-like. Let's see if I can draw a bead on that mage. Where's he at? Can't see quite that far from here. Whoa! Well, that's why I couldn't see him up there. He appears to have come down to ground level. Well, that'll make him easier to kill, at least. Very eerie place, this abyss, but then it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, there is one place that is arguably better to farm humanity than this one, because it has a set of what I believe are infinitely respawning enemies, but that also makes it a little bit more dangerous, I think, whereas this is a pretty safe place as long as you're reasonably patient and don't let yourself get surrounded. I thought there might be some treasure around here beyond all of them, but apparently not. Yeah, I think this might be another path toward the end, so I'm going to do a little more exploring before I head that way. There's definitely one treasure here in particular that I want to make sure I recover. And there's also a new... Whoa! Alvina? That is definitely Alvina. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say, our grinning cat friend was trying to lead us someplace. Down here, however, I believe is one of the treasures I greatly want to recover. So we'll see what's up with Alvina in a moment. Oh, just a humanity. Not what I expected. But hey, that just means this place is even better than I thought for collecting humanity. What about down this way? Some huge humanity phantoms. But the bigger they are, the more they drop loot. I think once again I might be heading toward the end of the area, which is not entirely desirable, but, you know, we can take out enemies and we can backtrack as necessary. No big deal. Because these guys have such ephemeral forms, it can sometimes be hard to gauge your distance from them. Ah, Black Flame, that's what I wanted. Black Flame is really nice because it is, I believe, a straight upgrade to Great Pyromancy. Or Great Combustion. I keep calling it Great Pyromancy. But yeah, it's like Great Combustion, only better. Conjure a great black flame in one's palm. Black flames are weighty, and inflict physical damage enough to smack away the mightiest of shields. Well, that's a bit of an overstatement, but I believe it does the same damage as Great Combustion, while also inflicting stamina damage, so it can be used to break guards. Well, let's chug just to be safe. And there we see Alvina again. I want to see what she's trying to draw us toward. But first, got some phantoms to take out of the way. Hopefully they'll have some more humanity goodies for us. How obliging. Now then. Was this the way we were being guided? Where does this even lead? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I see. Interesting. I didn't remember that shortcut at all. Now then, I didn't get a good look at where Alvina was pointing to. Let's see if we can find out, shall we? think there's something hidden around here somewhere. Bear with me a moment, folks. This is something I definitely don't want to miss, and I don't really quite remember how to get to it. Alright, this is the way I went before. There it is. I knew old Alvina was pointing me towards something. A lot of humanity phantoms here, and they seem to be protecting something. Yep. Gotta be a little more careful with the spacing. Again, the fact that these guys are basically just shadows means it can be a little tough to tell where you stand in relation to them. Oh, hey! I think we just found out what happened to Artorius' wolf. Wow. So I guess we found out what happened to Artorius' great shield and to his arm. The steel great shield used by Knight Artorius, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorius, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. So yeah, a great shield with somewhat lacking physical defense, but the magic and fire defense look very nice, and the lightning is not too bad either, although not as good as my eagle shields. You do have to be pretty damn strong to wield it, though. So, I guess this is where Artorius was overcome, possibly by a mob of those humanity phantoms. And he's left his great shield behind to protect his wolf Sif. Well, I'm glad we could set Sif free at least. Well, this, I think, is a very good time to take a little rest. But first, let's check in with our buddy Chester. I think he might be a little sore about us repelling that black phantom of his.
Oh, you have quite some nerve, or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need? Well, you've quite the nerve. I've had enough of you. Well,
Yeah, someone's a sore loser. See ya.
I'll be seeing you, if you survive your travels.
It is possible to get Chester's coat and hat, but you have to kill him, and while he's a dick and an invader, Salad's gonna turn the other cheek this time. Oh, it is also possible to get Hawkeye Goff's armor. But for that, too, you just have to up and kill him. While fighting him is kind of funny, because he attacks you with big body splashes and elbow drops, he's a nice guy, and we don't want to tangle with him. Alright then, I'm just gonna make a run back to the township bonfire. And we'll take a little rest, and get ready to finish our run on the Chasm of the Abyss. As always, friends, it's been a pleasure adventuring with you. I hope you're enjoying the run, even though sometimes I fail to cover myself in glory. At any rate, next time we will finish up with the Chasm of the Abyss. I look forward to seeing you then, and in the meantime, be well. I Played a Thing has been brought to you today by such generous supporters as Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, Sanguine Games, who, again, will be at Further Confusion in San Jose, California from January 15th to 19th, so do stop by their table if you'll be there. Frank Reezy, Joseph Coco, John Madigan, Misha Van Doren, and Johnny Millennium. My thanks, as always, to everyone who engages with I Played a Thing, whether as a patron, subscriber, commenter, or just one of the silent majority of viewers.